that's what makes the whole world go around, and just showing kindness and support for others. It doesn't mean it takes away from you, but I think just being there for each other, I think is amazing, and I'm really grateful for my family especially. My name is Vlad, and I'm currently a personal trainer in Los Angeles. Before that, I did finance, and that was my major in college. I was born and raised in Kharkiv, Ukraine, on the eastern part of it, and until I was 15 years old. And then I was adopted with my brother, Dennis. I was 15, he was 11, to New York. And I lived in New York with my family for 10 years, and now Los Angeles. Yeah, so being adopted at an older age is like, doesn't happen almost ever. Like, I got lucky because my parents actually wanted to adopt my brother. And so when they found out about me, they were at first like, no way. This kid is too old, he's a man. So being adopted at an older age and coming to America, it was definitely a culture shock. Especially I started high school 2 weeks later and didn't speak the language at all, and I started playing soccer, and so it was very difficult, and mentally it's like a lot of battles, because you just like, you're trying to fit in, but yet you stand out. Then you want to be part of the group, but then you don't, because some things that they do maybe doesn't align with what you want to do in the future. And so it was difficult, but again, luckily I had the group of people around me who helped and supported me and gave me like love during times that it felt like, you know, you're by yourself in the world, because you can't speak to your parents because they don't understand you really, the language and stuff. Your brother is a little too young as well, he was 11, so you can't really talk to him. So you kind of have to find like what your actual purpose is in life and what you want to do, and try to keep that in mind through those times. So I think just pushing forward and overcoming it, and keeping it on where you want to be instead of having those distractions, I think helps a lot in any situation that's like new, unusual. But especially in mine, it was like soccer drove me, because I'm like, I want to play D1 soccer, I want to be maybe professional, I want to do those things. So that kept me luckily occupied and out of trouble. So right now what I do is train clients most of the day, and sometimes I do virtual sessions as well because of pandemic. So my average day looks like I wake up some days around 5 a.m., some days around 6. I usually have a client at 6 a.m., sometimes 6:30, 7, and I usually train about, depending on the day, it fluctuates a little. I train about 7 to 8 clients throughout the day, and they spread out. And then I work out in between. Sometimes if I have more time, go maybe on a hike, catch up and sleep too, because that usually becomes a lack of it. But most of it evolves around training clients. So when I was working in New York City, and so when I decided that I wanted to take this path and change careers, it was more so because I didn't like being cooped up in an office and just sitting and staring at the computers all day long. And I was like, I can't do that. I feel like I'm dying on these fluorescent lights. So I decided I wanted to change, but I wasn't sure which path. And fitness seemed to be, because I played soccer in college, I taught skiing, it seemed like the most appropriate path where I could work with people, not be cooped up in the same place, and make a difference as well. In my, so the advice I would give to the veterans or others who would want to do what I did, and either volunteer or in career or anything, I do truly believe it's important to find people that you can trust, and people who've been there and done that and guide you. And it's usually really difficult to do on your own in general, anything. So in this situation, for example, like going and volunteering and working, with Ukrainians and stuff like that, in that situation, it was amazing to have a group of people who share the same values, beliefs, and who would do anything for each other. So I think just finding that, and whatever fears, doubts you might have, usually it's very easy to overcome with others around you who support you and want the best for you and actually genuinely care for you. So that's what I would recommend doing. So one of the biggest challenges that was moving from one career to another, and just in general being from another country, was a little bit of a challenge already with the language and stuff. But the biggest challenge was kind of self-doubt, right? Or imposter maybe syndrome, or because anytime you change directions, it becomes at first difficult, because here I am with a finance degree, what am I doing in fitness? But yet I still have a great fitness background and experience. So the challenge was, how do you become comfortable in your role coming from a completely different industry? Right now, it's really difficult to say what the future holds for me, but some of the dreams that I have is opening a gym in the next year or two, hiring some trainers and fitness instructors, and being more involved with groups like Nine Line, Aerial Recovery, and other ones to help out and give back. Not just right now it's Ukraine, but down the road in other dire situations that people might need help. Well, yeah, one thing that I wanted to add is I'm super grateful for people in my life, especially to my parents who adopted me, Brandon and Patty Finn, and my younger brother Dennis as well, who are all in New York. So I'm very grateful for them and how much love they've shown me and given me, and also a lot of people in general. I think that's what makes the whole world go around, and just showing kindness and support for others. It doesn't mean it takes away from you, but I think just being there for each other, I think is amazing, and I'm really grateful for my family especially. My experience was amazing, luckily, because it was the most perfect situation. So working with Aerial Recovery put me amongst those heroes from America that gave their time and sacrificed for this country a lot. So it was very inspiring to be part of that group, and then to be able to work with the orphans, and it's like a full circle for me coming around. But the people that I've met, it changed my course of life, luckily, and seeing how much they sacrifice now to give back and help out. It was definitely, I'm inspired by all of the guys there, for sure.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that content, be sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so you never miss out when we upload new content, and be sure to go visit us at ninelineapparel.com.